Hey guys, it's finally here. Moto GP 18 has finally arrived on my doorstep, and now we're going to be doing some career mode. It took a bit longer than it said it would. It said it would come on the day of release, but that obviously didn't happen. But here it is, none other than the actual game, and this looks really cool. The last MotoGP game I had was MotoGP 14, so yeah. So we're going to be doing some career mode, and I've already set up a driver. But I've already done a little bit of practice as well. Like the rider. Well, the driver from the F1 career mode has now come over to motorbikes. It's Marty Barker, and yeah, the Aussie is going to try to become the MotoGP World Champion. So if you'd like to stick by in this career mode, we're going to be doing 2 or 3 races each episode, just so we can fly through it a little bit. If you're that sort of person that likes flying through career modes, well, watch this then. And then here's just some of my settings, just showing you what I'm going to be using. Yeah, there's that reputation. The reputation has a good representation. No, I can't read that, the screen's too small. The transfer window, blah blah blah. What's happening to the rear wheel of that bike? Wow. Anyway, we are going to hop into the first round of the Red Bull Juniors race in Jerez. This is going to be interesting.
Hello and welcome to Jerez de la Frontera. The engines are starting to roar and the riders are getting ready. The qualifying session is about to begin. The sky above us is clear and the forecasts say that the situation will be stable for the entire duration of the session.
So here we are, going into the paddock for qualifying. I am only going to do 1 lap because doing 40 minutes of qualifying is a bit long, to be honest. I mean, who would just sit through and do all of that? It's a bit long-winded if you ask me. But anyway, we are going up to our bike now, so our engineer wanted to ride it for a second, but now we're getting on it instead. And yeah, tell me if the game volume's too loud, I can fix that. I have lowered it anyway, but we are going on to a lap. We are using manual gears, so if you see me mess up a bit, just know I'm doing manual gears, as for some reason I keep it in third there. We are keeping the bike pretty steady through the first few corners. The best thing to do when you haven't played the game properly, yeah, as I'm always losing the bike already, which is not a very good thing to do. And yeah, I've learned on the racing line, when it's yellow, you should accelerate then. If it's blue, you've accelerated too late. That's what I've learned. It's a weird racing line, it doesn't tell the truth. Anyway, coming up to the final corner now. I'm currently on a 140 something. And I don't know why it says Jorge Lorenzo in the bottom corner, because I'm pretty sure he doesn't race in this category. Anyway, we're going to plummet down the straight under the yellow smoke, past all the fans, and we set a 1 minute 51.7. I don't know whether that's good.
Qualifying session for deciding pole. The results that you are looking at now don't just show us the grid positions, they also give us an idea of what the riders will be capable of in tomorrow's race.
Okay, it turns out that was actually a very good lap. I might have to raise the AI after this.
We are now broadcasting from the starting grid, where everything seems ready. It's always difficult to predict the results of a race like this, but the riders we're seeing right now definitely seem to be the favourites.
So here we are on the starting grid. As you can see, Marty Barker on pole, followed by the Turk Onku. Can't tell which Onku it is because I'm pretty sure there's 2. And yep, there's Pavi Xilium person in 18th, and our starting last is Salim. So here we are on the grid, looking around for some reason. Now someone's just got a red flag in front of us. And we're going to rev it out for the 5 red lights of the Jerez Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go for the Jerez Grand Prix. And we've got an awful start. Well, just as expected, it's shocking as usual. And we're going to go around the outsides of... Oh my god, we've just absolutely been shafted into Narnia there, with that, the whole grid flying past my inside. But anyway, we're trying to push somebody out the way so we can push some more people out the way, and then he's pushing us out the way. Well, we've got ahead of him anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But now we're in P4 when we did start pole, which isn't great. There's Saluk ahead of us. We need to catch Saluk And yeah, we are taking a different line to the AI. I don't know whether that's a good thing. I don't think it is, because look how wide I just ran there, and now somebody else has gone flying through. I think that's Carrascus. I can't really read his name properly. Carrasco, there we go. It's close enough. And we're going to dive with him down the inside, but will he get the switch back on us? Yeah, he does, so, you know. I'm only using 65 AI, so don't judge me. Every time I get on the podium, I'm going to raise the AI level by 3, just so I can eventually get to the highest AI difficulty. That is my plan, because I want to become good at MotoGP games, which I am currently not now. And as you can see, this is a 4-lap race. I've decided to do 25% races, and I think in the Red Bull Junior category they're all 16 laps, so 25% makes sense. But anyway, we are absolutely barging this person out the racing line just so we can get through. And yeah, now I've got the high speed section here. You don't want to hit the gravel trap, otherwise you'll end up in the wall just opposite us. And yeah, that guy's trying to ride our wheel. I don't know what he's trying to do. Has he been hired to knock us off our bike or something? Because I don't really like that. And look, it says Jorge Lorenzo in the bottom corner again. What is that about? What is that about? It's the whole grid behind us. And now we're moving on to the end of lap number 2, the start of lap number 3. We have caught Saluk. We've severely caught Saluk. And we've just set fast this lap by 5/10, which I think is pretty good. As we take a different line to him, get a better acceleration, a better exit. And now we just brake a little bit later than he does. And he goes for the switchback, but there isn't any room. He went for the switchback, but there was no room. And yeah. Now it's just P2 and P1 right ahead of us. So we need to catch them now. I don't know if we'll be able to do it in 1.5 laps. It'll be very tricky. But now, going on to the final few corners of the final lap, and I absolutely make a complete dog mess of that. And look at that, into the gravel. Luckily I didn't go into the wall. But I'm going through the final corner now. I'm pushing to my hardest just to hope that I might be able to catch them. And yeah, it doesn't really work, does it? Look, they're just about to cross the line. First and second, I just came third, so didn't go to plan. But at least I got a podium in my first ever race on career mode. So yeah, I don't know what this ID reward stuff is, but okay.
While the riders complete a victory lap, let's check out.
And yeah, look, can won. Unfortunately, but here is the start replay, and as you see, I got a shocking start and the whole grid is just wanting to come through. And then look, the whole grid does come through pretty much, and I get shafted off into Narnia. And then I can't really tell what I am because these bikes are all the same. Oh yeah, I can tell where I am. The one that's going backwards. Yeah, that one's me. I'm the one going backwards.
Only a few minutes to go before we see the first bikes take to the track to start the customary qualifying session.
But now we're doing qualifying of the Italian Grand Prix, also known as Mugello, I don't really care how you say it. But anyway, plummeting down the straight, not really much to do, just got to get the right gear shifts in. Otherwise, you don't want to be hanging in third gear down this straight, you'll lose a lot of time. I guarantee that. Totally, yeah. But anyway, going down into the first corner, shifting down to first. But we do get a bit of a wide exit. I don't really know what that line is, but okay, it's the noob line, I've decided to call it. As we are clipping the apexes pretty nicely now. And yeah. Now we're going through the last part of the lap. I think we're in the last sector now. Run as wide as the road is. And that didn't really make sense, but we have to go through this high speed section. It's flat out there, going over the curb almost onto the gravel. You don't want to do that in the race, trust me. And now going around the final corner here, you want to get a wide, you want to clip the apex early so you can get a wide bit and then zoom down the straight. I hope that makes sense to you, but I'm not very good at my language right now. I'm going down zooming down the straight now, and we go and set a 1 minute, 2 minute 3.7. 1 minute, hacked the game,
Today's
literally.
race is being held in the hills of Tuscany, where the Italian Grand Prix is about to start. The weather forecasts are very reassuring, we will have sunny weather for the entire duration of the race. It was a long weekend for the riders, but finally the showdown is here. We are speaking to you from the starting grid, with just a few minutes to go before the race begins.
So, Marty Barker starts P1, followed by Onku in seconds. And yeah, there's Kowalski, I think, in P10 and Baltus in P11. And yeah, who's last? Salim is last again. Okay, I think he needs to pick up the pace because these bikes are the same. But anyway, it's 5 red lights at the Italian Grand Prix. So lights out, and away we go. You don't want to get the start wrong here, which it looks like I have, because it's quite a long straight. Now we've already had like 3 or 4 bikes fly past us, and now they're flying behind us. And we're going to dive bomb them down into the first corner. And yeah, we're back into P1 again. Quite proud of that. I already got up to P1. I'm just going to dominate this race now, pretty much. Oh no. Right. Nobody is watching this, okay? Whoever's just saw that, I'm totally not using rewinds for this career mode, okay? Just ignore it. And now 2 people have gone past. Definitely gone to plan, hasn't it? Oh yeah, it went from good to worse. That doesn't make sense, but okay. Now going down into the next chicane. Clipping the apex pretty well, but not because we go on the grass. That's not good. But anyway, got a good run on the person in second place. I think that's Carrasco. Dive bomb him down the inside into a high speed corner. That doesn't make sense. Almost going onto the grass again, running wide, and then he just flies past again like a dart going through the air. Yeah, we just need to get a good exit these corners. These corners here, these 2 corners here, I really struggle with. I don't really know how to do these. As you see, I'm just running off the world again. And yeah. And you've just got the person behind us catching. I think we might have to settle with another P3. But I'm going to fight for the next 3 laps and try to get a podium. Or a win. Even though I'm already on the podium, so just, yeah. But anyway, the person in second takes a different... We take a different line to the person in second. And we get an Omega run on him. And yeah, now that's down... That's us up, not down, up into P2. Which I think is very good. And I'm proud of P2. It's the highest place I've been. And now we move on to the final lap of the Italian Grand Prix. And there is Onku just ahead of us. And we take that corner nicely. Clipping the curbs nicely. Maybe going over them a bit. But now we just need to get an amazing exit to this corner. If we want to catch to Onku. So we accelerate a bit before him. And now the line is just up ahead. Racing into a slipstream. Will we get the move done in time? We're overtaking him. The line is going to come up any second now. We just pip him to the line. Wow. Just. Wow.
While the Parc Fermé starts to fill up with the stars of the race, we're going to take a look at the final race ranking.
We are P1. That is good. So proud of that. P1 in our second race at Mugello. That is pretty good actually. Are we first in the championship? No, we're second in the championship. But anyway, we can still... There's still like 3 or 4 races left, which I think I'll cover next episode if there's 3. And yeah, hopefully I can win the championship of the Red Bull Rookies Cup. But anyway guys, see you in the next career mode video. Bye. That'll be on Sunday by the way, because I'm going somewhere.